Hello students, I am Javin Nehal Mittal and your topic for today is Appellate Jurisdiction of Supreme Court. So we are going to understand what is the appellate jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Supreme Court is the apex court in the country. Being at the top of the pedestal, it enjoys varied jurisdiction. It has original jurisdiction, it has appellate jurisdiction, it has writ jurisdiction, it has advisory jurisdiction. Supreme Court is the highest court of appeal in India. Appeals from every court present in the country ultimately goes to the Supreme Court if not settled at the lower courts. The appellate jurisdiction of the Supreme Court is enshrined in Article 132 and 133 of the Indian Constitution 1950, in Section 109 and Section 112 of the Civil Procedure Code 1908. The meaning of appellate jurisdiction is this, that it is one of the most important jurisdiction exercised by the courts in the country. This jurisdiction enables a person to approach the higher court in case he is not satisfied with the judgment given by the lower courts. In the appellate jurisdiction, the higher court is asked to review and revise the judgment given by the lower courts. This also helps to eradicate any misrepresentation of law or misconstruction of facts in the proceedings of the lower court. Now, conditions for an appeal to the Supreme Court. First condition is when the judgment, decree, or order is passed by the High Court. Second condition is when the issues in the case involve a substantial question of law. Third condition is when the High Court deems it fit that case must be dealt with the Supreme Court only. Now, appellate jurisdiction of the Supreme Court is further divided into civil matters, criminal matters, constitutional matters, and civil leave petition. So, in case of criminal matters, an appeal can be filed against any judgment, final order, or sentence of a high court in a criminal proceeding for the following situations. The first situation is the concerned high court has reversed an appeal by an order of acquittal or an accused person and sentenced him to death, imprisonment for life, or imprisonment for a period that is not less than 10 years. The second is the High Court has withdrawn for trial before itself of any case from any of its subordinate courts, and in such case the accused has been convicted and sentenced to the death or imprisonment for life that is not less than 10 years. The third is that the High Court certifies that the case is a fit one for an appeal to the Supreme Court. Then a person is convicted on a trial held by the High Court in its extraordinary original criminal jurisdiction is also appealable. Next is, however, no appeal can be filed by a convicted person if the sentence passed against him by the High Court does not exceed the term of 6 months or a fine not exceeding rupees 1000 or more, or both. The last is the criminal appeal can be filed if the High Court disregard or misapplied the established principles of criminal law. No court fee is applicable in case of criminal appeal. Limitation periods. So if the certificate of fitness is granted by the High Court, then the appeal must be made within 60 days of such grant of certificate. Otherwise, the appeal should be filed within 60 days of the final order or judgment. Time spent on obtaining a copy of the judgment as order appealed from, or the time spent on obtaining the certificate and order granting the certificate are excluded. Last, however, if sufficient cause is shown for the delay, then in such cases the delay could be condoned. Now, in the case of constitutional matters, the High Court under Article 132(1) grants a certificate to the party which permits it to file an appeal in the Supreme Court if the High Court deems it fit that such case involves a substantial question of law. The Supreme Court acts guardian to the Constitution, hence all the matters relating to important aspects of Constitution, or if there is a need to interpret the Constitution, then the case should be referred to the Supreme Court. In civil matters, Article 133 deals with the appeals of civil suit from the High Court. Certain conditions are also present for the same. Judgment, decree, or final order, that is in Article 133 Clause 1, states that the appeal against any order, judgment, or decree from High Court present in the Indian territory would lie to the Supreme Court if the High Court certifies it under Article 134A. Then it also expresses what are the essentials of such judgment, what are the contents of the judgment. Then There is also a special leave petition. That means that an individual takes a special permission to file an appeal against any verdict of the lower court. Thus, it is not an appeal but a petition filed for an appeal. So, after an SLP is filed, the Supreme Court may hear the matter, and if it deems fit, it may grant the leave and convert that petition into an appeal. So, SLP shall then become an appeal, and the court will hear the matter and pass judgment. It must be noted also that such kind of appeal in Supreme Court is a matter of privilege and not a matter of right. It is only on the Supreme Court to decide whether it will grant or not grant the right to appeal to a party. This leave is granted when the case involves a substantial question of law. Mere errors of the fact, misinterpretation of evidence, or facts are not grounds of appeal before the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is only concerned if the law was correctly applied, whether the interpretation of the law was in accordance with the settled principle of law. The Supreme Court can hold, reject, or modify the earlier judgments. It can also send the case back to the lower court for fresh proceedings in accordance with the principles held by the Supreme Court. That's all. Thank you so much.